Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back once again. It is me, MOLT. It's happy to be here with you guys today. Wearing my cat shirt. Look at this. Look at this thing. You can't beat it. But today, we're on our level 7 account, guys. My maybe MOLT account. And we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. What I'm going to do today, because a lot of you guys commented recently, you said, MOLT, do more low-level stuff because that's where a lot of us are. That's true. A lot of you guys are not maxed out. So my maxed out gameplay is fun to watch, but it doesn't necessarily help you. So today, I'm going to go over 3 different decks with you guys that I use on this account at lower levels, and we're just going to kind of discuss them. Alright, so we're going to jump into a couple replays of each. I'm going to kind of break down how it works, etc., etc. And hopefully you guys can learn some stuff from this and you can start using these decks as well. First, I'll go ahead and just show them all to you. So here's the first one. It's a 4-0 deck. It's got the bomb tower, the balloon, which is one of the more damage dealing things within it, and the hog rider as well. The next deck is this very, very cheap one that's kind of like my cheap deck. And if you guys don't have some of these cards, you can always replace a freeze with a zap. It's a cheap man's zap. It's a cheap man's freeze, if you will, the zap. This card right here. Very, very cheap, 2 elixir. It works fairly well, and obviously it makes the deck significantly cheaper. Like, I can make this deck even cheaper if I were to replace the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the freeze, or you can make it like a 2.6. So there's this deck. This is kind of like my cheap deck one that I made a video on the other day. And then we can go on over here to the last one. This is kind of like Jason's deck. If you guys don't know who Jason is, he's the guy that won the Helsinki tournament. Only thing is, I believe that he has the elixir pump instead of the 2 elixir goblins right there, but I wanted a little bit of a cheaper deck. So I went with this one. And if you don't have, say, the hog rider, you can replace him, because he normally isn't the damage dealing troop in this. He kind of just pisses people off. But you can replace him with, say, the Valkyrie, or even the Musketeer, because she's got great range and does some really, really good damage from far away. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and jump into some of these, and we are going to break down the attacks, okay? So here's the first one right here, guys, in the Royale arena. We're over 2100 right now, still pushing up relatively slowly. So the bomb tower is not only a great defense against spawners, which you're going to face a lot of down here, but it's also just great to have there because it's so big, it's so obnoxious, it's just in the way, and that makes it a really, really good defense. So he's going to waste a lot of elixir there, and we're going to just start off with a push over on the right with our balloon. Try and get up in here, and we are going to be able to. So because of where he placed that, guys, we were able to switch things up, and I'm going to go ahead and freeze this. I do miss the bomb tower like a noob, but we are able to pretty much take that tower down. You got to be careful where you place things, guys. You've got to be careful where you place things. Now we've got our Musketeer down here. We, however, at this point in time, do not know that he has a balloon, so we're going to drop this off, and we are going to be in a lot of trouble because obviously we can't do anything about it. He's bringing over all of his stuff. We're going to try and arrow all of this just to deal a little bit more damage to that loon, and that loon's only going to get off 1 shot. So that wasn't too bad. That is a fair trade for that tower. He's going to go ahead and build that elixir pump up. Guys, elixir pumps are great. I use one currently in my pushing deck, but I don't know. Sometimes if you can't get it down consistently, it's a waste of a card, and it's going to mess you up. So we're going to go ahead and see how we want to push this. We're going to split up our barbs again down, or at least try to. Sometimes it doesn't split, sometimes it does. It doesn't. That's why I said, wow, like, are you kidding me? And he's going to go ahead and do this. Not too sure what in the world he's doing, building all that right there, trying to protect his last tower. We're going to go ahead and freeze, take all of those out without an issue. The balloon's going to head on over there. Now, this was a little bit surprising to me. I thought that when that bomb blew up, it was going to take out more of those spear goblins, but it in fact did not. So we're still in the lead very handily, doing well. We're going to drop off our Musketeer back here. She's going to do work. Musketeer is great against balloons, guys. If you need a good balloon counter, bust out the Musketeer. She's a boss. So we've got to try and distract everything that's going on over here. He still has that, he kind of has a spawner deck, but it's a different form of one. We're going to arrow right there, take out all those spear goblins and one of those huts. Go ahead, drop this off. And that hut's going to be in some big trouble, guys. That was not a well-placed hut. You got to be careful doing that kind of thing. Now he's got his balloon over here. We've got our musketeer down, though, so we're doing good. We're going to go ahead and wait on this freeze and take out that balloon as well. So, 15 seconds left. All we got to do is hang out. Go ahead and say good game on that one because we know what he's got. He can't really do anything else to us. Try again to split these barbs up. Doesn't work. It only worked the first time. It's so random. I seriously can never get it to split when I want to. Or at least the majority of time it doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and take that win there against that guy. Both level 7, so very, very even. I didn't see what level all of our stuff was, but I'm sure that it was fairly close. Let's go ahead and jump into the next attack strategy, okay? Alright guys, so here's the next one. Against another level 7, PP, Pepe, whatever the freak his name is. He's gonna drop off his minion horde here right at the beginning. That's dangerous to show me that you have that. So we're gonna go ahead, drop off these guys, and arrow it. Take that out real quick. We're up 1 elixir. He spent 5, we spent 4. So I'm okay with that. Now he's gonna go ahead, drop off his barbs. And we're going to start off by dropping off our cannon. Normally I'll save my cannon until later, but I didn't want to use any of that other stuff. We'll go ahead and drop this off. And honestly, I probably should have dropped off my 1 elixir skeleton. I don't know why the prince focused the mini P.E.K.K.A. when it was behind. It was definitely behind the goblin. And then we freeze right there, which was dumb. We shouldn't have froze that much when he didn't have that much health. That wasn't really worth it. So... but we're sitting pretty even on the elixir trade right now. Just kind of hanging out. Nobody's touched anybody's towers. Never mind, I've touched both of his towers. And now that he's put that down, we're going to go ahead, drop off our cannon again. Actually, no, we're going to go with a push over here on the right. All 3 of these. We're going to just do a little bit of chip damage, make him think that we're doing something over there and then giving up on it. And now we're going to go ahead and drop this off. I wish that I had my freeze up, but we do not. If we'd had our freeze up, we would have taken all that out, but that's fine. We're just taking some chip damage, building up our elixir. Go ahead and get our cannon down. He's going to drop off his minion horde. He knows I have arrows, so that's complete waste at this point in time. And our cannon's going to do the rest of the work to the barbarian. So one of his barbs is going to get in here, do a little bit of damage, but not too much. Cannon's going to go ahead and snipe it out right there. Guys, 1 elixir skeletons, put them in your deck. They're strong. They are so great at distracting. They're so great at just dealing damage. We're going to go ahead, drop off our hog here. Just, again, get in a couple free hits. Not worry about it. Not over-pursue, not over-push. We've got a good lead. That's always very important, guys. Sometimes you can drop your hog off by himself. It doesn't have to be a winning push every time. Like, that isn't really possible to get a winning push every single time in this game. So sometimes you just got to get up in there, build up some damage. Don't know really why I froze right there. It wasn't the best idea. But hey, sometimes you don't really think too clearly. We've got a fairly good little push going on, or a little defense here going on. We're going to go ahead, drop off all these guys, and watch this. We're going to freeze all of this. Perfect freeze. You can't get a better freeze than that in that situation. It was flawless. Go ahead and drop all this off. And now we're going to get over there with our mini P.E.K.K.A. I think he arrows. No, he's going to barb. And we're going to go ahead, sneaky our hog right around the corner over there. And now is a perfect time to freeze. Taking that tower out, knowing we can defend. Go ahead and give him a little bit of a good game there. He's got way too much stuff right there that can be arrowed. So watch this. He's going to go ahead, drop all this off. And we're just going to go ahead and, get rid of all that. No problem whatsoever. Take out that cannon. So I'm loving that strategy, guys. Try it out. Try it out. You can try it on your thing. Throw a little celebratory freeze over there on the left side of the map. That was a good one. Try out that strategy. Once you get used to it, guys, same with any of these strategies. You got to get used to them. You got to play them a lot. If you guys watch the tournament, you know who Jason is. He said he played over 2,000 games with that deck. I haven't played over 2,000 games with a single deck. I've played probably that many games with variants, but not with one deck. You got to know your deck. And once you know your deck, you can respond to anything that you see and get really, really good at it. We've got one more. This is the deck that's kind of like Jason's. Let's go ahead and jump into it, okay? Alright, so like I said, this one is like Jason's deck. Mine doesn't have the elixir pump in it. I made this without looking at his, trying to remember what it was, and I forgot that he did have the elixir pump in it. But it's got a couple of things you can use to push with. So as you can see, it's got the main little force that we had in that other one with the hogs and the goblins. So we're going to go ahead and push over here. My goblin placement there wasn't the best. And we're going to have to try and somehow distract right here. So what are we going to do? Watch this. We're going to distract with the giant, guys. And we're going to get a lot of damage done because he thought he was taking that tower out. He's like, I'm not going to defend this other tower with the hog on it. So we'll go ahead, drop off our archers. Giant is going to go down. Prince is going to go down before it takes out the archers, and the archers are going to do some serious work here. But obviously he dropped off his archers. And check this out, guys. Those archers focus on the barbarians, or focus on the tower, and they take that tower down so quickly. You've got to be careful. Archers are deadly on towers. So we're going to give them a little bit of a wow and a laugh there. And we're going to push this left side again. We don't have arrows or anything, but we are going to get off 2 shots on that tower with our hog. And we're feeling pretty good. Take out these guys. And we'll just leave this dragon alone, guys. I know that tower is done. Sometimes you guys just give up a tower and restart. So we're going to drop these guys off. He's going to zap them. That's a waste of a zap. Give up the tower. It has 10 health. Sometimes you guys got to just give up a tower and restart. Like that zap is something that he could have used later on in these next 30 seconds. They could have stopped some damage from happening. So that wasn't the best of ideas. Now at this point, I did not know. I don't think that I knew he had a balloon, but he didn't know I had a minion horde. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out very handily. It's not even going to get in there and take out a tower. And now, like I told you guys, with that zap, if he had had his zap and taken out those minions, something would have been a little bit different. And then we take out that tower with 1 archer. So you got to save, guys. Sometimes it's okay to let a tower go down. So we're going to go ahead, get our giant rolling over here. I play this deck a little bit differently than Jason does. But we're going to go and drop off all of our barbs over here, drop off our spear goblins, drop off our archers, and watch this. We're actually going to get a strong push on the left side over here. He's going to arrow the majority of it, but he just used his arrows, so we're going to give him a little bit of a thanks, because what does that mean? That means that we have our minion horde up as well. His is level 8. Our minion horde is level 6, guys. That's a huge difference. Two card numbers, whatever the freak it is, 2 card levels is a pretty big difference, honestly. So he's going to go ahead, push left again. We're going to drop off our barbarians over here. At this point, it's really anybody's game. It really is anybody's game. So we're going to try again to build up some sort of a push over here on this right side. We have to be careful of this dragon, but you know what? We're not going to. We're going to drop off our minion horde right here. He's going to arrow it, but that's the thing about the minion horde. You have to predict it dropping down, or your balloon is going to go down no matter what. The arrows take way too long to get there. So, and if you predict and you don't hit it, well, then you're in trouble. If you predict, but you would have been in trouble anyways because it would have gone down. So you got to predict that. If you know they have a minion horde and you know they're already working on taking down your tower with it, then you got to do that. So we're going to go giant over here, and then now we're going to go ahead and defend right here with the minion horde. Again, he's not going to arrow, doesn't get to the tower, and we've got a solid push over here on the right side. I'm ignoring that prince because I knew that it was only going to get off 1 shot. That's going to be a good game for us, and we are going to take it down. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that y'all learned a lot, and that you can use some of these. I'll go ahead and pull up all of these decks one more time. Here's the last one. Jason's deck is 3.6 right there. You can take a little screenshot if you want to. This is one of my favorite decks right here. The Hog Cycle deck is what it's called, because you just cycle straight through, guys. You just keep on going through. That's a 2.9. You can switch out a freeze for a zap if you need to. You can also switch off a Valkyrie for the mini P.E.K.K.A if you want. She's pretty strong. And then here's the final first one that I was using. This one was just messing around. It's fairly fun. You could easily have a minion horde in here or a baby dragon. You could replace the Hog Rider with a baby dragon if you wanted to. But yeah, whatever. So that's the first one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below, and I will see y'all in the next episode. As always, make sure you keep calm and you clash on, alright? See you guys.